we're going into that emotion and we're unlayering it, we're unraveling it so we can bust through this current paradigm so you can rise above, baby. Hello, beautiful soul. This is your intuitive coach, Concha Joy, and today I want to talk about negative emotional imprints. Okay, and every single person on this planet has these emotional imprints, and today I want to get down to the psychology of them, how to release them, what they are, and how you can expand your paradigm, bust through your current paradigm so that you can start attracting, manifesting, and living a happier, more joyful, more uplifting, more connected life. Okay, so a negative emotional imprint is basically those thoughts that we have that continue to come up that we may have heard from other people. Okay, or we may hear them within our own energy that are just like buzzkills, right? They kind of hurt our energy. They kind of make us feel bad. They make us feel guilt, shame, just not feel good. So it's basically like, okay, so I was talking to one of my clients and she said that when she was a kid, other kids used to say stuff like, let's say for example, she made a joke and the other kid would say, stupid. You know, like making fun, but really that kid was just saying that to be cool. That kid wasn't necessarily saying that she's dumb, but of course, when someone says that something like that to you, you take it personally, well, because you know, you feel like you just got shamed, right? So these can be any kind of situation, right? Let's say you're on a high vibe. Let's say you've got something exciting going on and you're really looking forward to it, and then that thought comes in, right? That you think that, no, this isn't possible for me, like this is never going to be accomplished, or whatever it is, right? We all have different things, whether it's for work, school, home, family, relationships, right? I can never have that type of relationship. I'm not good enough for that type of relationship. Or, you know, for work, like, oh, you know, that's just not a lifestyle for me, or I can't do that, or anything like that. Okay, so I hope you kind of get my drift. I hope you kind of get my drift, because I'm about to give you a real life example, because this is my journal. You got this. That's one of my sayings. And basically I want to give you, this is a real life example of going into that emotion, going into that imprint, that thing that has impacted you, that thing that has made you feel that detriment of heaviness, sorrow, pain, self-judgment, you know, just self-blame. We're going into that emotion and we're unlayering it, we're unraveling it so we can bust through this current paradigm so you can rise above, baby. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to talk to you about this belief that I had, and these are all these imprints that are on us, right? These imprints that are it's basically like a mask covering of who we are, right? It's like a bondage. It's like, you know, I'm not really religious, but I like to think of this, right? Where in the Bible it says, you know, the bondage that we have. And for me, I feel like the bondage is that, you know, we are this pillar of light, but the bondage is all of the thoughts and the opinions and the words of others that have maybe emotionally harmed us, that make us play smaller, that make us feel not good, and that we end up taking on as our own. So this is where the emotional imprints come from, is, you know, taking on other people's opinions as our own when really it has nothing to do with you, right? When someone says something about you, it has so much more to do with them than it does to do with you. So drop the baggage, let all that go, and I'll tell you how. Okay, I'm gonna get into how. Okay, so if you want, you can get a pen and a paper, right? For me, I've been journaling. This is a new thing for me, journaling, but it's just been so incredibly powerful. Like, no joke. I am obsessed now with journaling. Like, I love it so much. Okay, so I want you to get a pen and a paper, and let's take a moment. Let's just close the eyes. Let's just take a breath here. All right, so let's take a deep breath in. And just relax your body, okay? Relax your stomach a lot. All right, relax your shoulders and your chest and all the muscles in your neck. Relax your pelvic floor, right? There's a lot of emotions there, right? It's the second chakra, the sacral. And relax the muscles in your lower back and your lats, the side body. And now notice the breath as you breathe in. Notice that breath you're taking in. Feel the expansion of the ribs and just let it go. Just feel that sigh of relief, just letting it go. And then take a moment. It might come right up. Let it be the first thing that comes up, right? Let yourself know your higher self is with you right now. And whatever the first thing that comes to mind, all right, that emotional imprint that has affected you, that someone has said, that your own inner words of that you are saying that is painful, that hurts you, take that right there, okay? Let's take another 2 or 3 breaths to just get that. Okay, do you got it? Okay, all right. So now that you have it, write it down on your paper, okay? So for me, mine was, can I allow my life to be easeful, right? Can I allow my life to be easy rather than hard, right? Because you always hear, oh, we're just making life harder than it has to be. Why, right? Can I allow my life to be easeful? Okay, so whatever your thought is, write that down, okay? And what we're doing is we're gonna do a little exercise here, okay? So after you write it down, I want you to look at where that thought came from. And I want you to think of, why is it there? Like, what does it make you feel? And, you know, what is so bad about that thought? What is so bad about it anyways, right? What is so bad about that thought? What would happen if that thought happened, right? If that negative thought happened, right? Oh, I didn't get the guy, or oh, that job fell through, right? Or whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is. What would be so bad if that happened? Okay, and basically I'm gonna read you all of mine because it's like, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's not crazy though. I read this to someone, they were like, wow, that's intense. But I was like, wait, no, it's actually not intense. Like, this is just literally getting down to the deepest thought pattern. Okay, so basically what I wrote is, oh, this is what it was about. Why am I stalling writing, right? Why is it that I'm having such a hard time writing, right? I'm like distracting myself with food. I'm distracting myself with like just doing laundry or whatever it is that I'm doing instead of writing. Okay, so this is the thought process. This is the thought process I want you to go into with your thing, okay? What am I scared of? What is halting me? What am I afraid will happen, right? Why am I stalling writing? What am I afraid will happen if I keep stalling writing? That it may be better than it ever has? These are thoughts that have come up. And don't think about it. Let your body come up with these answers, right? My body was coming up with these answers. That everything was fake all along and I'm completely delusional, right? And this is more of like, what if I write and instead of things getting even better than they ever have, what if they just go turn all to shit, right? That everything was fake all along and I'm completely delusional, which makes me stupid, gullible, and would make me the butt of all jokes. Nobody will like me. Nobody will trust my judgment or my opinion. I'll then be an outcast and will be hated. Word will get out and I will never have a simple conversation again. I will always have to defend myself. I'll die lonely, unhappy, unfulfilled, poor, with nobody. I will feel horrible for the rest of my life until I die. Life would always be unfair and I would have nothing to do about it. Is there a part of me that doesn't want to know? Yes, of course, I don't want to know. Right? Like, okay, for example, why am I not writing? Why am I stalling writing? Maybe it's because, like I said, there's a part of me that doesn't want to know what's on the other side, right? It's that fear of the unknown. It's that fear of, well, what if I write and it's worse than I thought it was? Well, what if you write and it's better than you ever considered it could be, right? So I wrote to myself, right? This is where you self-validate. It's okay to feel scared, right? We know that what it feels like to be desperate and lonely. And of course, I don't want to go back there. I don't have to go back there, right? I don't have to go back there. I wrote that to myself. I don't have to go back there. I don't have to go back there. I think I said it twice. I am smart. Yes, I am gullible with some things, and that makes life fun. But I know when to pause and reflect and not respond. I know when to take care of myself. Okay, so basically this is basically this deeper version of why was I stalling writing. And it was because deep down, I was afraid that if I continued writing, I would find out that maybe it was a fraud, and maybe I would be lonely and not have any friends for whatever reason, right? That was just a thought process that goes down into, you know, the depths of, you know, why is it that we do the things we do? We do it because we want to feel good. So when we are nervous or when we are unclear or when we are uncertain, we don't want to do it, well, because it's scary, right? The fear of the unknown. So I want to say that, you know, we all have different emotions around different things. Like, for example, you know, the other day there was someone playing beautiful saxophone downtown, and I just wanted to get up and dance, you know. I just wanted to like get up and groove like in the middle of everything. But of course there's restaurants all around, people are sitting and enjoying themselves, and if they see me like get up and start dancing, grooving, I totally should have, but I didn't. Well, I did find a good seat, like a bench where I was like kind of grooving, but it did feel a little awkward to want to stand up and just start dancing in front of everybody, right? But why did it feel awkward? Well, it felt awkward because I felt like I would be judged. I felt like people would laugh at me. I felt like, you know, all these things come up, right? So what I'm saying is that I'm sure that if I go down to the root of it, I'll be like, you know what? Hey, it's all good. Like, I'm gonna go dance next time. Like, I'm planning on going there next weekend. And you know what? You better believe I'm gonna be out there dancing, okay? Because, you know what I realize is that we need someone maybe acting a fool, right? But in a healthy, beautiful way, like dancing in the street with this beautiful music, to almost give permission. So like if someone else was doing it, I would have done it. You know, it's almost like you get permission when someone sees you being your full self, you give them permission to be their full self. You know what I'm saying? So what I am saying is that, you know, we all have these little negative emotional imprints, and that is okay. Let's accept it right now. Let's take a deep breath in. It's all good. It's all good to have those emotional imprints that feel negative. Hey, because we also have emotional imprints that feel positive too, right? And let me tell you, when we're going into these things, it's not that we're low vibing. It's not that we're, you know, being a buzzkill or getting into something that is negative. No, this is healing space. This is a safe space. This is a time that you're allocating to tend to your emotional needs and to tend to your emotional vortex. And this is a way to heal those little wounds that you can feel whole, right? I mean, in Japan, I don't know the saying, I don't know the actual the word they use for this, but they say when a teacup breaks or when something breaks, they patch it back together with gold. And they basically, it's almost like a very sacred cup now, because it's put back together, but it has these gold little, you know, things piecing it back together. And that's what we're doing. We're becoming whole again. And it's not that we're becoming whole again, we're really just integrating the aspects of ourselves that feel maybe unworthy or, you know, uncomfortable or uncertain. And it's okay to feel these things. So that is what I wanted to say, is that it's okay to feel the way that you feel. It is okay. And if you feel the way you feel, you know what? I have some awesome yoga videos if you want to check them out. I'll link them below if you want, but I have some, you know, yoga videos for uncertainty, yoga videos for loneliness, yoga videos to feel supported, yoga videos to feel more optimistic. So you know what? Get into these emotions. Don't be afraid to write them out. You don't have to let anyone read it. This is between you and you. And I support you. I support your healing. And I know you got this, okay? Why? Because you got this, all right? So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you for the next video. Okay, so don't forget to like my video by giving it a little thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also leave me a comment. Let me know what your thought is. And if you're having trouble getting to the bottom of it, then let me know. I also do personalized coaching and group coaching, and right now I'm doing a group program that is amazing. I'm gifting this ultimate self-love course along with my group coaching, and it is so powerful. It is so powerful. It is amazing. So if this is something that is interesting, please go to my website, conchajoy.com/bookonline, and I would love to see you there. Okay, so have a beautiful day. Bye.